Good morning, everyone. I'm Lars Bildsten, the director here at KITP. I want to welcome all of you. I always ask the same question before every conference. For how many of you is this morning your first time at the KITP? So these are all, okay, wow. Usually it's half. I think that was like 80%, which means I need to tell you how this place runs, because you may wonder why you're here. We are supported by the National Science Foundation. All of the activities, the conference and the associated program are funded by a grant from the NSF. And we do these programs and conferences based on input from the scientific community. So we're right now in the midst of planning 2025, 2026. That's pretty much wrapping up. We'll be doing the following calendar year starting in November. And the way that works is we look for ideas from you, the community, to propose to the advisory board. And we have members of the advisory board. We have Elliot's here. So Elliot is rotating off, but he can still tell you what the process. Mark Bowick is the deputy director. Mark, if you could raise your hand. Mark can describe it. I can describe it. I'm looking around to see who else may have been on the board. Well, actually, probably since everybody said they'd never been here before, I think I know, except for Elliot. So that's a process of development. So unlike many things where you propose and you do a full thing and it's a 1 in 10 competition, we really believe in the value of developing ideas with the community. And so it is an iterative process where we take pre-proposals and then decide, the advisory board working with us decides which of those really needs to move forward. This program's unusual because it's 4 weeks. We usually don't do programs that short. This was done because I think Elliot was in the room when it happened. The board felt so strongly that this was a high priority topic that they forced my hand as director to do a 4-week program in astrophysics. So we typically don't do it. All of you will think it's too short after you've been here for 4 weeks, I can guarantee you. So when you think of programs, think of 8 to 10 weeks, okay, not 4. But we really do welcome those ideas, and indeed, please talk with myself, Mark, or Elliot to get a sense for how that process works. So everything we do here at the Institute is recorded, so all of you who are speakers should have received a notice about that. We have, of course, all of those talks online. Right now, about 24,000 talks, about 600 hours of viewing per week. So it is a resource for the community, so your talk here will get a bigger audience than just this audience. So keep that in mind. And most importantly, we really value the opportunity for people to ask their questions. So Kate will set an amazing example of what it means to be a session chair. But what I want you as the audience to do is to take advantage of the fact that there are time for questions. Since everything's recorded, we will be asking you to use the microphones so that the questions are heard as well as the answers. But it is important that we have that time, and that is another hallmark of the program as well. So the other activity going on here is in condensed matter physics. We always have 2 programs at once, which means there are 30 physicists who think that all of the food and drink in the courtyard is for them, but it's not, it's for you, which is why we ask you to wear your name tag. That will help our staff be certain that you're getting what you've paid for and the condensed matter physicists are not. And when I say the same thing to them, they laugh even harder because they know astrophysicists will break through the line. I want to start by thanking a few people. Of course, the one who's not here is Claudia. So Claudia will give a round of applause as our conference coordinator, and those of you who worked with her know well. So please, let's thank her, even though she's not here. I do want to acknowledge our IT team. So Craig is here, so thank you, Craig, for everything. And Alina is out there online, so also everything's on Zoom. So we do want to remind everyone, that's another reason to use the microphones, is so that those who are out there will be able to hear what's going on. But Alina, thank you for all of your recordings and for getting all the talks typically up. She says 2 hours. I don't want to advertise 2 hours later because that's pretty astonishing. Okay, so I've already told you, so all the breaks and lunches are in the courtyard, which is exactly in that direction. The building does get locked at 4:30, so if you go out for a walk, should the sun come out, often during the breaks as well. During the day, the building's not locked, but at 4:30 it's locked. If you get locked out, usually you can come back through the courtyard, especially when the caterer is here on the dinners, which are going to be Wednesday and Thursday. I also want to thank the program coordinators as well as conference. So I'm looking around. So let me see. So Chris is the lead for the program. So thank you, Chris. I know that I don't think Suvi's here. Where's Decker? Thank you, Decker. Decker's here. Thank you, Decker. Where's Eric? Eric Hoffland. Oh, they're all sitting in the back. Okay, Eric. Thank you, Eric. And of course, Kate's going to lead off running the show for us today. So thank you, Kate. Okay, the restrooms, I'm just thinking of other things I may not have told you. There's 2 restrooms down the hall this way, men's and women's. Gender neutral is exactly down this hallway on the right. And again, our staff are always available. That we always have the front desk staffed right here if you have any questions. And I think I'm ready to hand this off. So, Kate, over to you.